Alrighty, because it's easier instead of making my own videos just to react to upcoming content that has been posted by the WoW developers, we're going to do that. And there's actually a lot of sizable changes. I'm not going to specifically talk about just Warrior in this one. I also plan on talking about a couple classes that I've been playing and messing with just because I don't want to talk at a turn about stuff I don't know about. So I'll probably be talking a little bit about Flood, Blood Decay, Frost Decay, BM Hunter, and Warrior in these upcoming patch notes because I find those are classes that I play pretty regularly and I find interesting and I like. I'll also talk about just the normal stuff. First and foremost, there's the 20th anniversary event. Honestly, I think they've been absolutely killing it with the amount of extra content that they've been doing in these point 0.5 patch notes, or these point 0.5 patches, between Plunderstorm and Remix, and now this anniversary event with a brand new expansion. Oh, man, they have been absolutely knocking it out of the park with all of these with all this new stuff they've been giving to us. They're fun, they're enjoyable. There's a lot of cool little cosmetics we can collect, stuff like that. They've been doing even though it's considered pretty evergreen and kind of, sorry, I just bumped my mic, evergreen and pretty tame as things go compared to like corruptions and things like that. They've been doing a really good job on making just the game a pretty enjoyable experience and giving, as Mr. Maximum would say, a lot of value to your subscription. Between that and they finally gave us another mount in the trading post instead of another fucking pet. Because who gives a fuck about a normal pet? Just put the mount as the reward and then the pet as the sub thing. Because 90% of people don't really care about the pet. And if they do care about it, they can just buy it with the trader's tenders instead of the mount and just give the mount to everybody. They finally went back to doing that. So hopefully we will continue to get more ensembles and mounts as the monthly trading post rewards as compared to battle pets. Because, yeah. We're getting new classes coming to Drakthir. Something that is... It's kind of weird because I don't know if I'm going to be Drakthir on my Warrior. I like the ability to double jump. I like the ability to glide. I think that stuff is actually really, really nice and very quality of life for fun and movement. One of the things about the Drakthir that could be considered a way bigger deal, but I don't think is as big of a deal because they made these Mythic Plus changes, is the fact that we're getting their wing buffet and their knockups as racials, and they're going to be, like it says here, tail swipe and wing buffet, their knockup and their knockback as racials that have a 3-minute cooldown. This is still can be pretty good in Mythic Plus, but with the change to how Mythic Plus works now, with the stops and knockups and stuff like that, making the mobs just recast instead of actually stopping their cast, it still might have value. It might still be pretty good because let's say you have a bunch of players as Drakthir, there still is a lot of value in just delaying those casts anyway for kicks to come up, that kind of thing. Especially when it comes to mobs that have a long cast time, if you just delay that cast over and over again, the mob isn't really doing anything but casting. It's not auto-attacking, it's not spam casting, like web bolts or whatever, it's just trying to cast that one ability. So if you have a lot of players that actually can use their CCs, and especially tail swipe as it's a knock up, as it's a displacement rather than like a hard CC, which means it can be used repeatedly no matter what. This still might have some kind of play depending on if there's things that are better to dwarf or meld or something like that, but nerfing them to 3 minutes I think was warranted. And I don't know. We'll see if I make my Warrior a Drakthir man. I'm not sure, but it is cool that we're getting these new class combinations with spec. I do kind of wish that they would have given us the ability to be the beefier Drakthir model. I was kind of hoping instead of augmentation, we were getting a Drakthir tank. That was going to be like the Black Dragonflight, the really beefy looking guys. Unfortunately, that didn't happen, and we had Aug, and we still aren't getting those models, so hopefully we won't really have to be these Drakthir forms most of the time, because they're kind of weird and spindly, especially for something like a warrior, but we'll see. To allow you to choose between fighting as Drakthir or fighting in the Visage form. It is kind of weird that the normal human form, your Visage form, is like beefier than the Drakthir form, but I mean, you're kind of a dragon. You're going to be stronger than normal people anyway, so whatever. I think it's just honestly opening this up so it's more than just evokers is cool, and it will be cool. Death Knight change, Reaper's Onslaught. Deathbringer changes. Deathbringer Blood Decay is actually a lot of fun, and it does a ton of damage. So what are they changing? Reduce new talent. So I wonder what they're taking away. Let's bring up the talent calculator for Deathbringer currently. So they're taking away Swift End, Painful Death, and Blood Fever. Okay, so they're taking away Swift End, and then they're adding Reaper's Onslaught. Painful Death, which one's that? Also, they're just replacing both of these. Painful Death is 10% increased damage. It now reduces cost by 1 rune. Oh yeah, Painful Death is super good. I like Painful Death. You can get a bunch of resets with that. I wonder if they're doing the reset thing again. We'll see. And Blood Fever. Blood Fever. Blood Plague is a chance to deal increased damage with Shadow Frost. Okay, so it's just passive damage. That one's whatever. Reduce the cooldown Reaper's Mark number. Oh, interesting. So it's taking the place. Choice Node with Dark Talons. So you're going to be able to increase Icy Talons, or you're going to be able to empower a second one. Interesting. Swift and Painful. Replaces Swift and Painful Death choice node. If no enemies are struck by Soul Rupture, you gain 10% strength for 8 seconds. Wave of Souls 100% more effective on the main target, your Reaper's Mark. Soul Rupture. Okay, so if that's a single target buff. So you gain 10% strength if it blows up in single target. Okay, so single target buff. Reaper. So when you apply Reaper's Mark, the cooldown of your Soul Reaper is reset. Your next Soul Reaper costs no runes and explodes regardless of the target's remaining health. Damage increased by 20%. Ooh, dude, these blood death, dude, these changes are pretty good. Because this also affects Frosty K. Choice node with Grim Reaper. We have the Soul, Grim Reaper. Explosion deals up to 30% increased damage based on target's mythic health and applies Soul Reaper. Oh, okay, that's interesting. So instead of a little more execute damage, so that's more execute focused, and this one is more Soul costs no rune then explodes. So this is like more throughput, and this is like base throughput, and this is more execute. So it's just a choice. Okay, that's interesting. All right. Painful Deaths now affects our baseline to exterminate. Ooh. The exterminate has a 30% chance to reapply. Ooh. Exterminate empowers 2 obliterates Morrowinds to summons. Ooh. Wait, size baseline so we can get 3? Ooh. Ooh. Wait, no. Now it's 2 baseline and it has the chance to reset. But we don't get the but we don't. Do we get a third hit? So is that 3 hits now instead of 2? Exterminate painful deaths and have baseline to exterminate. In addition, own powers and so painful death's just baseline now. Yo, these are like buffs to Deathbringer. What? This is sick. This is super, super sick. Okay. Actually, no, while I'm thinking about this, we're gonna go over. I'm just gonna hit this randomly. Because I wasn't thinking about it. We need a little bit of background tunage if we are looking through this shit. Okay, Grim Reaper's been updated. Oh, so they also updated Grim Reaper as well. Reaper's Mark initial strikes grants Killing Machine or 3 charges to Bone Shield. Okay. To 30% based on your target's missing health. Oh, okay. So this one's actually going to be more execute focused compared to. Okay, so this one's going to be, so the talent Reaper of Souls is going to be more execute focused, and then that talent is going to be a little more. And that talent's going to be a little more just throughput, I guess. So it's going to be initial against Killing Machine, 3 charges Bone Shield, Reaper's Mark Explosion deals 30% increased damage based on your target's missing health. And then the flip side, Reaper of Soul, when you apply. So this is losing the applied Soul Reaper effect. And then when you apply Reaper's Mark, the cooldown of your Soul Reaper is reset. Your next Soul Reaper costs no runes. Is this just better? Maybe. I don't know what's going to be better. It doesn't look like it's actually change. It doesn't change the way you play at all. Just one of them is going to be better in whatever certain situations. That's fine. Doesn't matter. Wither Away. Blue Pro Crosshaver deals its damage 100% faster, and the second Scythe of Exterminate applies it. Isn't that? Oh, I guess instead of just maybe Dark Talon. Oh, they've also updated Dark Talons, so this is a choice node with Dark Talons. Wait, so if this is a choice node, so if Dark Talons has Reaper's Onslaught as a choice node, is Wither Away being moved? Dark Talons have been updated. Morrowind and Heartstrike, consuming Killing Machine is 25% tank and 3 stand size talons, increase the maximum stacks the same amount for 6 seconds. Runic power spending abilities count Shadow Frost while Icy Talon is active. Blind and Darkness. So they nerfed the defensiveness, but they. I don't know. They're not saying something here because Dark Talons is here. Then Reaper's Onslaught is now a choice node with Dark Talons. Unless they're moving. What? So then where's Wither Away going? Whatever. They'll keep us updated on that. I don't think there's going to be 3 choices in the same node. Blind and Darkness. That is. Shadowfrost damage applies 2 stacks of Reaper's Mark and 4 stacks with a critical. Additionally, Blood Boil deals. Shadowfrost. Rime Empowered Howling Blast deals 30% increased damage to its main target. It is now Shadowfrost. Shadowfrost damage applies 2 stacks. So this just buffs. This just buffs Rime. Is that going to make Two-Handed Frost come back? Because Rime's going to be more prioritized? I don't know. We'll see. Arctic Assault now fires Glacial Advance at 80% effectiveness. No, dude. That's one of the talents we took. It's down here. It's... Where is it? Where's Arctic? Consuming Killing Machine files a Glacial Advance. This is just another nerf to Dual Wield Frost. Maybe they're just worried about its AoE potential? Or maybe they're... I mean, if you're running Deathbringer, with these buffs, maybe... I don't know. We'll have to see the numbers. Balanced Druid is getting a ton of changes. That class is not doing well right now. Druid as a whole is not doing well right now. Wait, Vengeance. Metamorphosis now heals 40% of your max health instead of modifying your health directly. Sometimes heal you. It's probably the same, just a change on how it works, I guess. I don't know. Evoker. Okay, they're getting... Yeah, this change, it was... So these are just going to be a minute cooldowns with these, because they're Evoker specific. Reading Chill. Hunter. Deathblow. New talent, Deathblow. Okay, I was going to get into this, because they're just remaking Dark Ranger again. Dark Ranger feels really clunky right now because you like... One of the reasons why Hunter feels kind of shit in these heroic dungeons, especially BM, is like you have to do this big setup, right? Where you're setting up your barb shot stacks, you don't want to waste things of kill command, you have explosive shot, you are running dark arrow, but when you dark arrow, you also want to kill shot after that dark arrow because it also applies serpent sting, so Basilisk Collar does more damage, and you still have 3 more GCDs of either, if you're running the 1 or 2 minute build, of either Bloodshed or Call of the Wilds, Bestial Wrath, and Dire Beast, and you have so many buttons to press, so I think they're just kind of... They're trying to be like, okay, we're taking away some buttons here. Or baking them in a little bit. Newtown Deathblow. Kill command, aim shot of a 10% chance to grant Deathblow. Deathblow, the cooldown of kill shots reset, and your kill shot may use on any target with target of health. Okay, that's fine. Updated animation for volume rapid fire. Cool. Improved kill shot has been removed, so it's just for that. So Black Arrow has been redesigned. Kill Shot is now replaced with Black Arrow. Black Arrow, you attempt to finish off a wounded target, dealing high shadow damage and low shadow damage over time. Only usable on enemies with 20% health. Withering Fire. So Withering Fire is anytime... I think it's anytime you get a refund of Barb Shot through Dark Ranger's dot effect on Black Arrow. Yeah, when Black Arrow resets a cooldown of Barb Shot, a barrage of Dark Arrows strike your target for shadow damage and increase the damage you and your pets deal for 10 seconds. Okay, so, and this has like a 10% chance to generate. So this has been redesigned, so it's way less RNG. Every 4 casts of Bestial Wrath / while True Shot is active, you surrender to darkness, you gain Death Blow. Every 4 casts of Bestial Wrath, or while True Shot is active, you surrender to darkness for 12 seconds while you gain Death. When you gain Death Blow, Black Arrow automatically fires at your target and 2 additional Black Arrows at 50% effectiveness. Ooh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. But this might tilt it more towards whatchamacallit, marksman, though, since forecast of beast, that's a lot of time between these. I mean, I guess True Shot's also a pretty high cooldown, so it's just a bigger cooldown, I guess. Shadow Surge has been redesigned. Periodic damage from Black Arrow has a small chance to erupt in a burst of darkness, dealing moderate shadow damage to all enemies near the target. Damage reduced beyond 8 targets. So now it is... When multi-shot hits a target affected by Black Arrow, a burst of shadow energy erupts, dealing moderate shadow damage to all. This is also really awkward, this Shadow Surge shit, because what you end up actually doing is you let Beast Cleave is 6 seconds, right? So you put right now you put Black Arrow on a target, and then you multi-shot to get your Beast Cleave up.
but then you have to wait until your Beast Cleave falls off, because Beast Cleave lasts 6 seconds to get this Shadow Surge effect. So you have to wait till Beast Cleave falls off, then you can multi-shot again to get this Shadow Surge effect. And that sucks. That's actually, it's really clunky, it's stupid. I don't like it at all. So the fact that they're redesigning it, oh, that is great. So it's way less annoying. So it's just Black Arrow can bubble up and do damn. Fine. Less thought, more damn. Shadowhounds for Beast Mastery only. When summoning a Dire Beast, you have 25 chance to also summon a Shadowhound. Okay, it's more damn. Your auto shot now do shadow damage. Your auto shot has a chance to grant as a 15 to 8. Damn, dude, we're gonna be doing a lot of kill shots, because I'm assuming that's 15% chance for BM, 8% chance for marksman. That's a lot of death blows. That's gonna be a lot of withering fire and a lot of shadow. Okay, interesting. New talent. Looks like they're just reworking the whole fucking tree, dude. Oh my god. Fan of Pain. When kill command deals damage to a target affected by Black Arrow, 5% of the damage is replicated to each other unit affected by Black Arrow. So it's just a little more AoE, I guess? Okay. Murder of Crows deals shadow damage, and casting Black Arrow has a 25% chance to summon a Murder of Crows on your target. Okay, so just more Murder of Crows. The bell tolls. Black Arrow is now usable on enemies with greater than 80% or less than 20%. Ooh! So that also goes right side along with the Hunter's Mark change where we do additional damage above 80%. Ooh, that's Condemn vibes from Warrior right there. Interesting. Now, please just have a way for Hunter's Mark to auto-apply to our targets so we stop having to hit that button outside of PvP, because nobody wants to hit that fucking button outside of PvP. Please, just put it somewhere in the tree or make it passive that enemies you hit are just Hunter's Marked, and it only works in PvE and not PvP. No one wants to hit that fucking button. No one wants to hit the button anymore, man. No one cares about hitting Hunter's Mark. That's some classic shit. No one cares. Just let it auto-apply to shit now, please. Shadow Dagger. While in combat, casting Disengage fires a fan of daggers at nearby enemies doing very low shadow. Okay, so it's just a slow. It's something you're not really going to be spending a GCD on. I mean, maybe you can min-max with it a little bit, but if it's very low shadow damage, it might not even be worth it to try and use damage with it, so you can save it. It's probably more of like a PvP thing. Bleak Powder. Casting Black Arrow while Beast Cleave Trick Shots is active, causes Black Arrow to explode upon hitting the target, and okay, just more AoE damage during the AoE period. Alright. This also means that you want to make sure you're keeping up Beast Cleave as a buff, rather than waiting to cast Beast Cleave every 6 seconds, letting it fall off to get the actual effect, because the ICD is the same duration as the buff. Ugh. It's clunky, stupid. Okay, thank God that shit's gone. Soul Drinker. When an enemy affected by Black Arrow dies, you have 10% chance to gain Death Blow. Choice node with Shadowhounds. So I guess that's going to be single target so that's going to be a new node. It's probably like single target versus AoE. Single target, you're probably going to want the Shadowhounds. AoE, you're going to want maybe want the Death Blow, because once you get that Death Blow, you can move it into the next pack if you're killing like a big pack of mobs. Okay, that's interesting. All right, that's fine. Visual effects updated. Ooh. Dark Chain updated. Withering Fire now warns you when you're not talented in a true shot. Okay. I like that. Oh, wait. BM's getting a bunch of new talents too. Really? Okay. I thought they were just changing the thing, but they're changing the whole shebang. Snakeskin. So what are they moving? They're moving. The Falling Pet ability damage has been reduced. Following talents has been removed. So they remove these two talents. What's the new stuff? Snakeskin Quiver. Your auto shot has a 15% chance to also fire a Cobra shot. That's pretty good. Casting Cobra Shot increases damage by 15%, stacking up to 6 times. Upon reaching 6 stacks, the bonus is removed and you gain 8% increased pet damage for 10 seconds. Okay. I wonder how long the duration's gonna be. That actually, you're gonna have way more like focus management with that too. Okay, okay, all right. I like that. That's fine. Casting Cobra Shot reduced the cooldown of Barb Shot by 2 seconds. Okay, okay. All abilities. Wait, Animal Companion. No longer reduce the... Oh, so this is just a net change. Plus 35, negative 35. Okay, that's why that's 35. I was like, 35% on Milkman. That's... Okay. Casting Cobra Shot. Okay. Cobra Sense has been redesigned. Now reduces the focus cost of Cobra Shot by 5 and increases... Okay, we're gonna be casting Cobra Shots. Okay. Alright, they're buffing the shit out of this. Interesting. Alright. Hunter's Prey has been redesigned. Kill Shot will strike 1 additional target. Ooh, and that goes... Ooh, and that also goes alongside Withering Fire, and then it hits another target, so you have 2 black arrows out from a... Ooh, okay. Barb Shot damage increased by 100%. Okay. Barb Shot cooldown increased to 18 seconds, was 12, and duration increased to 12, was 8. So we're going to have increased focus regeneration duration, but it's going to be... we're also going to be balancing Cobra Shots to reduce the cooldown of Barb Shot. So, okay, interesting. All right, I'm cool with that. Barb Shot, Pet Frenzy duration increased. Thrill of Hunt increased. Pack Tactics energy regeneration. Pack Tactics now replaces... That's fine, that's fine. It makes sense. I don't know enough about Marksman or Survival to talk about them, so I will not. Mage, Monk, Paladin... Man, that's a... What? Is Paladin just getting another fucking rework? What is happening? What is this? Just all of these removed. Good lord. Okay. Dude, they are... I thought they might slow down after having the expansion release, but their 0.5 patch is just massive with changes. Okay. I don't know enough about Rogue anymore. Crackshot also refreshes the cooldown between the eyes upon gaining stealth. Ooh. That's actually really nice. Okay. Shaman changes. Yo, they're... Look at all of these Ellie changes alongside the Ascendance changes. Damn. Okay. Oh, and enhance... What the fuck is happening? Look at this fucking class, dude. Shaman. 1 entire page. 2 entire page. 3 entire page. 4 entire page. Like 4 pages to itself. Holy shit. Yeah, I don't know enough about these classes to talk about them, but man, they're getting some changes. Damn. Okay. All right. Warlock. Nothing. I like, dude, it's so funny. You see all these patch notes, right? You see all those Hunter notes, all of these Retribution, all these fucking Paladin notes. Even Mage has at least a full page of notes, you know? And then you scroll all the way down and you get to Warrior and like, what's going on with us? We didn't receive any reworks. We just got kind of a readjustment of stuff and not a bunch of change. What was it? Okay. Champion Spear icon has been updated. Warbreaker radius increased to 10 yards, was 8. Crushing Force now increases Bloodthirst's critical damage, was critical chance. I mean, this is a little better throughput, and it's going to mean that Blood Craze gets a little more value too, considering Blood Craze is just essentially going to automatically guarantee you a crit. But this also does buff Reckless Abandon, because this just means that Bloodbath and its modifiers are going to be up by 10% on crits too, so... Okay. Players have now overcome their squeaminess and will now ride Jigglesworth Sr. in a narrower stance. Oh, so, because, yeah, right now, here's Jigglesworth, and you would, like,
put your legs out like this while riding it, so now they'll actually like put their legs in and ride it like a normal mount. PvP changes. I'll look at the. There's no warrior changes. I don't care. Actually, one thing that was interesting that I saw is that one of the things I normally do in the PvP season is I go up to 2100 to get the PvP enchant, because that's what normally the enchants are pretty good and I like the effects, so I'll get 2100 for that. They reduced that from 2100 to 1950, which I think is way better and way more interesting, and it also kind of bridges the gap, because right now it feels like you hit 1800 and you get that elite set transmog, and then there's essentially what feels like nothing until 2100. So instead, that 300 gap, they go, okay, 150 from there, you'll get the PvP enchant. 150 from there, you'll get the cloak or whatever, right? I mean, it's going to make it easier for me to get that PvP enchant, and it'll make it easier for other players to get it too. And it also bridges that gap of essentially nothing. One thing I do want them to do with the Mythic Plus system is bridge that gap between plus 10s and then like the higher keys. So like maybe, especially with how the new affix is working at plus 12, like maybe 14s or maybe 15s can have some kind of reward associated with them, some kind of cosmetic, maybe. Okay, bug fixes, changes. Cool. This patch is already looking. I mean, there's no warrior changes, but Warrior's doing fine right now. It doesn't really need a lot. It's doing okay. But those BM Hunter changes for Dark Ranger are sick. I'm actually really looking forward to those. I think that's going to be a lot of fun. Because I am certainly I'm a BM enjoyer for sure. It feels pretty laid back to me. I like having a laid back class to play. And these Deathbringer changes are also pretty interesting for both Blood and Frost. So I'm looking forward to that. As well as, who knows? Maybe we'll be running with some Drakthir. So, yep, these are the development notes. We'll gap some more about other stuff as things continue, but here we are, and we're yapping, and now I'm leaving. Bye-bye.